Once again, a very good morning to all of you. This is Rusikesh Sahu, and today I will teach you the second chapter of Civics, Class 9, and the chapter name is What is Democracy and Why Democracy. Today I will teach you the third features of the democracy, because in our last two class we had already discussed about the two major features of the democracy. The first features was that the major decision by elected leaders, and the second features is that the free and fair electoral competition. That means the election must be conducted in a country in a democratic manner where all the people get the equal chance to contest the election, on all the people may have get the chance to remove the existing ruler if they wish to do, okay, or if they wish so. Then the third feature today we'll discuss the third features of the democracy, that is one person, one vote and one value. As you know, democracy is based on fundamental principles of political equality. Democracy is always talks about the equality. जो हमारा जो डेमोक्रेसी के बारे में हम पढ़ रहे हैं, डेमोक्रेसी क्या कहता है, हमेशा इक्वालिटी के बारे में वो बात करता है. डेमोक्रेसी ऑलवेज टॉक्स अबाउट इक्वालिटी, एंड डेमोक्रेसी इज बेस्ड ऑन ए फंडामेंटल प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ political equality where all the peoples are getting the equal political rights. Universal adult franchise has now come to be accepted almost all over the world. What do you mean by universal adult franchise? Universal adult franchise means all the adult peoples have the right to cast their votes irrespective of their caste, color, class, gender, religion, etc. So in India, every person who have the age group of 18 and above have the power, have the right to cast their vote irrespective of their caste, color, gender, religion, etc., place of birth, etc. ओके इसका मतलब यूनिवर्सल एडल्ट फ्रेंचाइज सिस्टम कहता है कि जितने सारे एडल्ट पीपल है हमारे इंडिया में, वोटिंग एज तुम्हें पता है कि 18 ईयर्स है, और दूसरे कंट्रीज में हो सकता है वो डिफरेंट वोटिंग ईयर्स में भी एक्सेप्टेड एज पर देयर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल नॉर्म. लेकिन जहाँ पर हर एक एडल्ट पर्सन को वोट देने का अधिकार होता है, चाहे वो कोई भी कास्ट का हो, कोई भी कलर का हो, कोई भी जेंडर का हो, तो उसी सिस्टम्स को हम क्या कहते हैं, यूनिवर्सल एडल्ट फ्रेंचाइज सिस्टम कहते हैं. And universal adult franchise systems has now come to be accepted all over the world and in almost all countries. Yet there are many instances of denial of equal right to vote. But there are so many examples that the peoples are denial of equal right to vote. If we are talking about the Saudi Arabia, in Saudi Arabia, women do not have the right to vote until 2015. तो तुम्हें जानकर ये बहुत ही हैरानी होगा कि 2015 तक भी सऊदी अरबिया में जो कि महिलाओं को वोट देने का अधिकार नहीं था. Where democracy is talks about the political equality, that means every people gets equal political rights, every peoples have the right to cast their vote. But in Saudi Arabia until 2015 the women do not have the right to vote. Then what kind of democracy is that? So that's why Saudi Arabia cannot be called as a democratic country until the women get the right to vote. So after 2015 in Saudi Arabia, the women get the right to vote. Then if we are talking about Estonia, Estonia has made its citizenship rules in such a way that people belonging to Russian minority find it difficult to get the right to vote. So Estonia के जो ओरिजिनल सिटीजन्स थे, इस्टोनिया के जो ओरिजिनल सिटीजन्स थे और उनके जो सिटीजन रूल्स था, दैट सिटीजन रूल्स वाज मोस्टली इज वेरी डिफरेंट. How? Now the citizens rule in a such a way, Estonia has made its citizen rules in a such a way that peoples belonging to Russian minority, that means Russian community, Russian people, those who are living in Estonia, they are considered as minority. Their number of population is very low in Estonia. That's why the Russian community is considered as the minority community in the Estonia. and Russian minority find it difficult to get the right to vote. That means the Russian minority community does not have the right to cast their vote in Estonia. They are living in Estonia. They are mostly controlled by the Russian administration, by the Estonian administration and Estonian government, but they don't have the right to vote. वो लोग इस्टोनिया में रहते थे, इस्टोनिया की सरकार के द्वारा उन लोगों को कंट्रोल किया जाता था, उन लोगों को रूल किया जाता था, लेकिन रशियन पीपुल्स को वहां पर वोटिंग की राइट्स नहीं थी। तो इस तरह की जो कि एक कंट्री को हम डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री कैसे कह सकते हैं, जहां पर लोगों को रूलिंग किया जाता है लेकिन उन लोगों को वोट देने का अधिकार नहीं होता है। सो दैट्स व्हाई इस्टोनिया कैन नॉट बी कॉल्ड एज ए डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री। In a democracy, each adult citizen must have one vote and each vote must have one value. The third features of the democracy is talks about one person, one vote and one value. That means in every country, all the peoples, all the adult peoples must have to be allowed to cast their vote. And how many votes that one person can cast? One vote. One person can only cast one vote, and that vote of that value or the value of that vote must be considered as one. Okay, तो बहुत सारे कंट्री में ऐसा होता है कि one person cast maybe one vote, but the vote value is considered as double, counted as double. Okay, 2. So that's why this type of electoral systems or this types of democracy cannot be considered as a democracy. Each country must have to be, or each democracy, all the adults must have to be cast one vote, and each vote must have one value. This is the third features of the democracy. Okay, so this is all about the third features of the democracy. So now I wish to ask you some question. The first question is that until which year the Saudi Arabian women does not get the rights to vote? The answer is until 2015 in Saudi Arabia, women do not have the right to vote. Okay, this is only one question from this topic. That's all for today. Thank you. Have a